This is an apology in advance. This video is going up about a week later than it should have. It should have went up last weekend, but instead it's going to get uploaded this Sunday, which is technically today, the day it's actually getting uploaded. I apologize for that. I got distracted with farming and a whole bunch of other stuff, so I apologize. I speak a bit too fast. You're free to let me know in the comments to shut the hell up or calm down or whatever. I've got a lot planned and I wanted to go through as much as possible in this one video and kind of condense it down. But I turned an hour to half an hour, so I've got a lot planned. I've got the second episode recorded. I should be having the third episode recorded sometime today. I also have a fourth video already recorded, and then and don't even ask me how I have that set up. The fourth video recorded before the third. I also have a fifth video after that already planned. This Warframe series, I have so much plans for it. There's so much to go through and a lot to really talk about. So just know the second episode is not being uploaded today. Shortly after this first episode is going to be uploaded. It's going to have a weird schedule, so this episode is going to go up today, Sunday, and then the second part is going to be uploaded on the 5th, not the 5th, this Friday of this week at around, say, I think 5 or 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just go on Google and try and translate that to whatever time period you're on right now, as wherever the hell you're from. Again, sorry for all this confusion. It's like really, really early when I'm recording this intro. I apologize again in advance for this late upload. It shouldn't happen at all in any of the further uploads, but again, they're gonna have like a couple days delay between each episode, so like give or take close to a week per episode. So at least you're at least getting one episode per week. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to go over. I want to try and condense as much as I can to try and make it easier to understand for people who are new to the game. A lot of seasoned veterans, you're free to correct me in the comments section, and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you like the series, you want to see more, smash that like button, drop a deuce on the subscribe, and all that, crazy awkward shit and whatever. If you want to see more, again, just subscribe and let me know in the comments if you want to see more Warframe. It's really something I got back into and really got addicted to. It's a free game, so I mean, why the hell not? Without further introduction, screw that up already. Without further bothering you, here's the episode. I'm sorry again. Enjoy. It's half an hour, so. Alright, I am going to try this and just see where this leads. I'm not gonna do an episodic thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do some Warframe videos. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So bear with me, and if you enjoy the content, or you enjoy the videos, or if you just want to see more Warframe, let me know. How this, I guess, series is going to start is not exactly in the way that you'd think. It is not going to start at the beginning. Instead, it's going to start with the dojo. We'll get more into that a little bit later. So right now, I'm just going to bring you over to my codex and show you what I mean. I have all the quests all the way up to the most recent update. And yes, my Christmas decorations. For new players, your starting area or the starting planet, if it doesn't want to lag, is going. Oh, and getting used to the controls, getting used to how it feels, picking your first starter weapons, and getting used to this, your Lassette, aka your ship. And that quest is going to be Vor's Prize. Once that is completed, it basically just throws you out there. Just throw caution to the wind. Just you're on your own. So once you've completed this, the Vor's Prize, well, you can read that if you want or whatever. You can pause it. I don't care. You're gonna be getting that fairly early on in the game, so it's not like it really matters all that much. So I want to give you the quick heads up, just as a starter. Once that is done, I believe you would have had done a mission or two in Venus, and I think one in Mercury, and then you'd be back here at Earth. The junctions right here are your goals. Once Vor's prize is done, go to Earth, check both the Venus and the Mars junction. Those check marks, that is what you want to look at. Those are your goals to continue on in the story. Completing those challenges will allow you access to the Venus junction or the Mars junction or whatever junction for that planet to move onward. You complete that junction, you get the rewards, you hover over it, it will actually tell you the rewards, 1 out of 6 or 1 out of 5. It has multiple rewards, and a lot of them being either weapons or quests, which will help progress you through, because you're going to want to do the Mars for the Arkwing quest. You're going to also, it would help you to do the Howl of the Kubro. The Howl of the Kubro, and I may be speaking a little too fast, so if you need to, just rewatch it, slow it down at some point, or just whatever, just by all means, take it at your own pace. Howl of the Kubro would help you, but it's not exactly mandatory. The Arkwing is, though, mandatory, because there are going to be some Arkwing missions that you're going to need to do to actually continue. There are some other quests in here that I'm going to actually hover over, not exactly click on, but show you in a sense that there are some quests out there that, as a new player, will interest you and might actually keep your attention in this game. There's this one right here. The Limbo Theorem is a quest to get the Warframe Limbo. The New Strange. This is a quest to get Chroma. He's a dragon Warframe. He works in a weird way. It's with his energy and elements. And then there is Chains of Harrow for the Harrow Warframe. Hidden Messages for Mirage. Sands of Inaros for, well, Inaros. And you can only get this at certain times of the month. So just take your time with the Inaros one, because you're not going to be doing it for maybe some time. Doesn't matter. It doesn't really care. Or, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't exactly concern you at the very beginning, but you will get him eventually. The Silver Grove is for, I'm trying to think of her, Titania. I couldn't think of her name for a quick second. Titania. The Glass Gambit is for, can't remember, Jorah's Verdicts for Atlas, Patient Zero for Mesa, Octavia's Anthem for Octavia, Glass Gambit, I am going to have to remember. What was the Glass Gambit's quest for? I'm actually going to look at my frames, actually. Hold on, let me see. This is another thing with the codex, is you're going to have to get you situated with your codex. There's the quest tab, universe tab, and what the universe tab is you can look at all the frames and Arkwings, the factions, aka the enemies, but the factions one, it kind of fills out as you scan things with your codex scanner and other types of scanners. So as you can see, there's going to be a lot that aren't exactly scanned, either for me or for you, depending on how far you are or how far you end up getting. So you can take a look at all the weapons. You don't need to scan these or collect them. You can look at them right off the bat. There's a lot of them, and they're still not done. And the same with Warframes, so that way you know who you want to go for first, like Atlas, Chroma, Inaros, Mesa, not. Oh yeah. That's what Glass Gambit was. It was for Nidus, right here. Okay. There's a whole bunch of them, frames, and also you might notice a pattern here, Vauban Prime. There's different variations of the frames which basically doubles the number, and they're still adding more and more. Garo was the more recent addition to the frames, with the addition of Mirage Prime and Hydroid Prime, but still, there's another Warframe coming out pretty soon as well.
Check navigation.
Then you also have companions that you can look at, so you know what you want to get. These are the Kubros. There are about, I'd say, 5, technically 6 breeds of Kubro, which are the Raksa, Sahasa, Shesha, Sunika, Haras, and then technically the Hellmouth if you really want to consider it a Kubro. But then there's only 2 Kavats. Kavats are cats. Kubros, as you could only imagine, are dogs. Then you have Sentinels, which are companions in a sense that aren't exactly pets. The Taxion, don't have to worry about the Taxion you get at one of the junctions, so you get him pretty early on. Then you have Relics. Relics, well, you'll be collecting a lot of them. Just don't worry about it. When the time comes, when you're farther enough in, you gotta at least have a max frame and max weapons to even bother with this stuff. But this is the stuff that you use to get these beauties. The Prime. Both Prime Warframes as well as weapons. And there are objects you can scan all throughout the system of Warframe. Just random items to resources to whatever. Then you have mods, countless mods that help improve the strength of both your Warframe and your weapons, as well as your companion and sentinels. Then you have just the art gallery for a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, that you don't have to worry about right now. Then there are some training for tutorials if you actually need any help with anything. But you're better off going to a fellow player, someone who's actually playing the game, to ask them for help if they even have the opportunity to do so. You have the types of missions that will tell you what those missions are, what you have to do for them to complete them, and etc. etc. So yeah. So begin with the dojo. That's basically where we started off with this, was the dojo. So if you were to open up your menu, which would be this, you're gonna see this little menu, the navigation and all that. So up here is where your profile will be. You'll see a little profile picture and your mastery rank. That blue bar is your mastery rank level, not your actual level. Keep an eye on that. Once it starts flashing blue and orange, it means you're ready to rank up to the next mastery rank, and you have to complete a trial. If you fail that trial, you have to wait another 24 hours, or at least until the next daily login, in order to give it another try. So, and in order to get your mastery rank bar filled up, you need to level up your Warframe, your weapons, and your companion to the max level of 30 in order for that bar to go anywhere. It can be tedious, but this is a game based off RNG and grind, or the grind. You have navigation, which is where you can go right basically here to do missions. You have equipment for all the equipment stuff, like your Warframe weapons, yada yada yada. Operator, that is for a later section of the game. The marketplace is the actual market where you can actually buy things with the plat, which is the real world money currency. And yes, I say that, real world money currency, platinum. There are things you can get in here 100% free, because you can trade. So you can sell people things that you don't want or need at the very moment to get plat, to get things you do want or you do need. Now, I do say you can get some things, not all things, with plat for free. The one things you need to spend actual money to get actual plat to actually buy are these little things called Tenogen, or Tenogen stuff. What these are player-made skins, player-made stuff. Oh, wait, hold on, Landing Craft, let's see. Ooh, this is a ship skin that someone made. This is something you actually have to spend actual money on to get. because then that way that money actually goes towards either ADE, the developers, while also at the same time a percentage might go to the person that made it. So that's the market. Then you have communication, which is where you'll see your friends list, which you might have to add your friends, you might not, it all depends. Clan, which we'll get into that in just a sec, and then the inbox, which you might get some rewards or goodies here and there from your inbox. Then you have quest down here, your profile, which is where you can actually change some things and take a look at the codex, your syndicates. Syndicates, I am going to break it down like this. If you have ever played Destiny 1 or 2, it is a lot like Future War Cult, New Monarchy, and Dead Orbit. Except, as you can see, these three are red, because I partner with Parent Sequence and New Loca. When you click on one, you will see the positive and negative effects of aligning yourself with this syndicate. So as you level Parent Sequence up, you level up New Loca. As you level these two up, you level these three down. But this stays neutral, because this has no hate or any problem with either of the two that I'm aligned with. So I'm thinking about actually leveling up New Red Veil at some point. I am partner, so I'm all maxed out with Parent Sequence. That took a while. And I am just about there for New Loca. So once I'm done with New Loca, I will start with Red Veil. Alright, continuing on from profile. You have your profile, your codex, syndicates, leaderboards for people who want to actually get stat-wise. And then glyph. This is the only thing that you will see that might not make any real connection with you. But basically, glyph is your profile picture. Click on this, and this is what it brings you up to. Your default one is going to be all the way down. Wait, did I pass it? Oops. Where is it? Oh, right here. It's this right here. But I believe you have some that you get for free. Like the Rhino one you start off with for free, because that's Rhino. Then Trinity, Vault. Let's see, which other ones do you get for free? You get Excalibur for free as well. And I believe that's it. I know I have this one, and I have that one for free as well, but that's because of a certain thing. And then I also have this for free because this is actually tied to a quest. The same thing can be said about this one right down here. This one up here is the only one I actually spent any money on. And when I say money, I mean plat. You only have this one tab for all, and then you have that other tab for premium, which are basically the better looking, I guess, glyphs or profile pictures. Don't ask me why this is in here, but you know, it's still. And again, take your time. It's easy to get lost and overwhelmed with this game, so don't forget that. If I'm speaking too fast or going too fast, do not worry about it. Rewind. It's a video. You can do what you want, and you can take this all in at your own pace. As well as take this all in at your own pace, even before starting the game, so that way you are prepared ahead of time for the insanity that is Warframe. And I'm not going to say it's all good. It also has its ups and downs as well as any game. But you also have to remember that this is a free-to-play game. So just take it all in as a free-to-play game. Don't expect it to be anything great, but don't expect it to be the worst game ever. Because, boy, I actually, actually know a little thing about the worst game ever. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, another important thing, though, I want to actually share is in the options. Customize the game settings, yada yada, the standard whole video game's crap. What you want to do is you want to click on this. You can fix it to your own playstyle and everything like that with the sensitivity and yada 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 and all that. But the important, and I can't stress this enough. The important part that you want to skip to is the interface. So 3 to the right, basically the dead center. What you want is for the HUD section to show the player list, because that will allow for you to see the health bar and the shields of the people in your party, your squad mates, so that way you can keep tabs on their health, their shields, and know when they need heals or when you need heals. Because you have frames that can heal people, frames that can. It's really out there. So just take note. Having the player list being shown helps out immensely when it comes to playing as a team. So that is your first check mark in the settings that you want to make sure that you have checked. And now, finally, the thing that we started this video off with, the clans. Now, I have a clan that I just started from scratch, that I actually wanted to start this video or video series off of. As you can see right at the top is the clan name, the Cetus Wolf Pack. I am the only one in this clan right now. As for when I will open it up to the public, I do not know. But again, if you like this video, you like this series, you want to see more, you want to join, again, express yourself in the comment section below. Let me know. I will read and I will listen as much as I can, at least. So yes. So now that we have the clan, what we want to do is, when you have a clan, it's free to make. You just have to make sure you name it. And in order to do so, you just go to the communications like I did, go to clan. You'll be presented with a completely different menu, one that says create a clan, and then one that teaches you by saying learn about clans. You will know if the name is available or not, because it will make sure that you know that that name for the clan is taken and that you can't use it. But we're going to skip past that to if you do get the name and you do create a clan. What you're going to want to do is take a look. That's your dojo. That is your clan. But you can't go to it. The important part about that is because when you join a clan, you first have to make a key. Now, in order to make the key, you actually have to have the foundry in the back section back here made. So make sure to progress through the story to actually get all this stuff made. The foundry, your mod station. This isn't exactly important, but if you want it for the Kubro and the Kavats, the incubator as well, your arsenal should be the first thing you actually go for, and then the relic for the prime stuff as well. This isn't really a segment, this is just where the sentinels are, that's where they all chill. So now that we have everything installed, everything yada yada yada, because I'm going to just skip all that because it's going to take forever to explain. What you want to do is go here. It's going to be not as cluttered as mine because I have a lot of stuff that I've gotten over the years. What you want to do is press the left bumper. For me, it's L1 twice so you can go to keys. And there it is. You'll see it right here pop up as clan key. It takes 1 morphic, 500 ferrite, and 500 polymer bundle, and it takes 1,500 credits and has a build time of 12 hours. So you can build it, and then if you want, you can skip it, or you can wait it. I'm waiting it, so I'm not spending the 10 plat, because I actually need the 10 plat to build up my platinum. The reason for that is because, as you will see on my shoulder, if I can actually turn Sharon Prime around, there. That is the default look for the clan dojo. The clan emblem looks like that, as I will go back and show you. Ghost Clan broadcast to 1 members. Right there in the top, that is where your emblem will be. That is the default. That means you don't have an emblem. In order to make an emblem, first off, just as a heads up for the size, it has to be 128 by 128 pixels and has to be a PNG. So, yeah. And that's not the important part, but that's the size requirements and the file type requirements as well. It's restricted. That's what it has to be. The real important part is to make a emblem. It costs 150 plat. So it's quite a thing to save up for. But to be able to wear it like I am, it costs you 30 plat. I can't remember where exactly I found it, but I'm pretty sure you could just press and search clan, and it'll pop up like that. Buy it for 30 plat. And there's also the clan alliance emblem, but that is something that you can read right there. It's basically the same thing as your clan emblem, but a different emblem altogether. Alright, I'm gonna try and take a deep breath here. If you can't find it here, or if you can't, or you don't know how to search it up, you can actually go here to your arsenal. Go to appearance by pressing square, X, or whatever it is for your platform of choice. Go to regalia all the way at the bottom, and it'll be one of these top two right here that you can pick. It doesn't matter which one. This is for the right arm, this is for the left arm, or shoulder. Just pick one, and it'll be down here at right here. But mine moved up because it's alphabetized, I guess. And it'll be 30 plat, and you can just do that, and it'll ask if you want to buy it. If you have the plat, you can buy it. I believe, if I can remember this correctly, by the way, as well, when you do start the game, they give you a free 100 plat. That is free plat, so you can't do with it as you would like to, like buy stuff from other players. Meaning through being... So therefore, another accessories and stuff you can get just real world money. But if you feel it's worth it to chip in that much money, by all means do so at your own, uh, whatever. I mean, you're spending the money, so if you feel it's worth it, then by all means. I can't say I haven't spent money on this game. I've actually spent money on this game already. So yeah. And another thing that you notice is this isn't the end of the ship. This is just halfway. You'll come back here. You'll have that. This doesn't open up. Neither will that door, and neither will that door. But for me, all three doors open up. I just can't open up that one because this one opens up with a specific... it has its own specific variables as to when it opens up, or who it opens up for, might I actually specify. Alright, so now that I got all that out of the way, it's a lot to take in, and it's a lot to talk about. By the way, this is my Kavat, my little green kitty cat. I am going to suggest, like I said, just take your time and do the junction challenges, I guess, or little guides. Do the junctions. The junctions are, by the way, a solo thing, so you can't have friends join you for this as well. And just in case, if you are watching this before you play, I might want to give you a little tip. If they don't change the Warframe starters, and it should still be the same as when I started playing, it should be... I have only his normal, his prime version, but Vault, which is him, minus that pink blob on his neck, the normal Vault looks like this. This is normal Vault. He's one of the starters. And then normal Mag, which looks like this. And then if you want to see, like, you've already seen Vault Prime, so I might as well just show you Mag Prime. Mag Prime is right here. Minus the extra stuff, of course, because that's actually my stuff that I added on. Excalibur. Out of the three, the choice is yours as to who you want to play as. Excalibur, Mag, or Vault. Vault deals with electricity. Mag, as you would only guess, deals with magnetizing, gravity, and all that. Excalibur is the ideal Warframe, as it says in the description, for new players. The reason for that I will show you. I'm gonna quickly just jump into a mission that I can easily fail if I need to, just for the sake of showing it off. Okay, so friends only. By the way, keep tabs on this little bar up here, by the way, for matchmaking, because you might want to set it to be solo. My bad for the stutter. You might want to set it to be solo so you can try and get used to the game, so that way you can get used to the mechanics and everything like that, just to kind of tutor yourself a little bit, or do it with friends or friends only, or do it with anyone and have it set to public. I'm gonna go to an easy mission just real quick, or better yet, I'll go to a finished junction and actually show you the importance of Excalibur for progressing through the planets with the most amount of ease. Now what Excalibur is a basic knight. He's got a sword, he's all about kicking ass. I will read off his abilities, his powers, and his passives, etc. So that way you can get a feel for what he's like without actually playing as him. So, abilities for Excalibur. He has Slash Dash, Radio Blind, Radio Javelin, Exalted Blade, and his passive ability. Excalibur deals increased damage and attacks faster when wielding swords. Alright, so the Slash Dash, dash between enemies while slashing with the Exalted Blade. The Exalted Blade is very, very powerful, by the way. Radio Blind emits a bright flash of light, blinding all enemies in a small radius for several seconds. Radio Javelin launches javelins towards enemies, dealing high damage and impaling them to walls. And then obviously Exalted Blade, which means you just summon your Exalted Blade and you can use it for however long your energy actually holds up for. So I'm going to show you the Radio Javelin just for the sake of showing it off real quick. I actually can't. Okay. So what you want to do is come in here and you will have to face another Warframe, not a player, but it's an AI, it's a test, it's yada yada yada, and it'll be what helps you with traveling across the solar system one planet at a time, and I'm saying this in my own little way that is trying to shorten everything together. So, let's get to the point. Let's stop with the gibber jabbering and stop wasting time explaining to you or to everyone watching why should you choose Excalibur over the other two. Again, A, he is the ideal player or Warframe for new players. B, with the introduction of these junctions, having the OP Exalted Blade Excalibur go through these will make you unlocking all the planets fairly easy. Just go to this mission, unlock the junction, complete the challenges on your way, then do the junction like so. You're gonna want to do Radio Blind and then Exalted Blade, and it will end this fast, regardless of my level. And that is how fast you can literally tear him down. And that was Rhino, the beefiest tank Warframe. Okay, that may be debatable now, but he's still a pretty damn good tank that a lot of people like to run. Is Rhino, and I just took his AI down in about 1 to 2 hits with only 55 energy. Yes, I know my Excalibur is level 30 and also has mods, but still, even in my early days, once I had found out that that was actually the best way of doing this, it was already too late because I was at the higher end junctions. So if you know this ahead of time and you pick Excalibur, you can just breeze through all these, go from planet to planet to planet, and at least unlock the planets so that way you can take your time, work it through, and grind out for specific frames like Ember, Frost, Vault, or well, actually not Vault or Mag, because you can only get those. You can only get some frames in a certain way, and that certain way is the clan. Neza, Wukong, Zephyr, Vault Mag. I don't know exactly if you can get Excalibur from the clan, but I do know there was a point where you can make, or not make, a farm for Excalibur at Pluto, but then I guess he might have had his parts swapped somewhere. I do not know. So yeah, I will probably save this for sometime next week, or maybe next weekend, or whatever. Because right now I am recording this about midnight, so it was a Friday night. It's now Saturday morning, so I might upload this a week from when I'm actually recording it. So just take what I say with a grain of salt. And when I say that, I don't mean like everything. Don't take everything I said as like a grain of salt. Just please, for the love of God, take some word of advice from me and take your time with it. Play as who you want, but if you want to breeze through the junctions, at least choose Excalibur just for that, because he will help you get frames as well as unlock the planets. As well as another thing to take note of, you do not have this many frame spots. You only have, I think, one or two Warframe slots available to you. In order to get more Warframe slots, again, like always, you have to buy them. I will show you where to go to get them. One place to go and get them, and I know I'm kind of starting to lose my focus, I guess. One way of getting the slots is to come here to your inventory. Just go over one to the right to the Warframe. You have a Warframe slot right here. The first thing you're on, you can get a Warframe slot for 20 plat. Because you don't get this many Warframe slots. You really don't. I actually have a lot more than I thought I did. Oh yeah, because I deleted the normal ones because, yeah, I had their primed versions. That's why. And I needed space for the other frames I wanted to get. Oh man. Alright, so again, you don't have unlimited Warframe slots, you don't have unlimited weapon slots, you don't have unlimited this slots or whatever. So just take note of what you do have the time to grind for and what you do need, and just again, I cannot stress this enough. Take this game at your own pace. Do not rush through it. Do not try and rush through it. Do not push yourself. Do not drain yourself of this game. At least take it slowly. Just take it as a time of, I need time to kill. Why not play this? It's free, kind of thing. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope any of what I said made any just like a sense to anyone watching this video. And I will see you in the next video, where the dojo gets opened up and we actually start building in the dojo. Till next time. Catch you guys later.